Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 10th episode of Yakusoku no Neverland. So, last episode, we devised a plan and stuff, and that's great, but what kind of messed things up a bit was the revelation that the other side of the wall just has this big cliff. So, yeah, it's not gonna exactly be a quick hop down and run away. It's gonna have to be not doing that, or flying over it, or a really big leap of faith, but it's not gonna be easy regardless. So, I for one am curious how they're going to get past that huge hole. It was an interesting cliffhanger for sure, so let's just find out what they do now, because every time they try to figure something out, things just never work out. So, yeah, at this point, I'm not even expecting a happy ending to this show. I just think the final episode, all the kids will just be, and that's a big conclusion. But yeah, let's get into it and find out for sure. 3, 2, 1, play. Or butterfly. That is fire. So one of the best openings of the season, easily. Gotta smash those puzzle pieces. Or butterfly. That's such a cool flip. I wish I could do that without breaking several bones. There's still a butterfly alive at the end, so maybe there is hope. Not easily, no. Maybe Emma could. Yeah, they're serious about keeping you here. I mean, maybe we could fill up the hole with dirt slowly. What are you thinking? What are you thinking, Norman? Got a plan for us? Smart one? Okay. Huh. Okay, does that knowledge help us? I guess we could use a bridge, yeah. We have to get to that bridge somehow, but that's gonna be where the most security... Phil. What do you want, Phil? Why are you always getting in the way of things? Uh... Damn it, Phil. We're in the middle of an important discussion. Uh... Yeah, I kinda suspected that. Norman. We can't have liars. It's not gonna make things work very well. I don't think any of us do. Well then. Don't sit on the camera. Oh. Double hug. Wow. Uh... Okay. Wasn't ready for that. Yeah, just cry and hug. I mean... after a scene like that, I definitely worried about Norman dying now. Wow, nice. Very high-tech phone. Aw, little Norman, got a cold. Is that what it was, a snowball fight? He's sick. We don't want the sickness to spread. So she makes the phone so she can talk to him from a distance. Is that what what happens here? I guess that's kind of adorable if that's the case. Oh. It's so cute. Just hide under the bed. Well, wow, that's a blush. Uh, yeah, idiots don't catch colds, yeah. Oh, oh no, I've been found already. I would be in bed next, I guess. Yes, I knew that's where he was going with that. Oof. And she's so tiny. Thought she was small before, but... Uh... wow, security just escalated. So now we're gonna break out that makeshift phone. Still snowing outside. Everybody else gets to play in the snow. Is that... How? How did you get back in the room? I still love how her Ahoge pops up first. That's so cute. Here's the phone. Wow, she already got caught again. She's wearing a skirt. You probably shouldn't hold her upside down. Even though physics do seem to be on her side since it didn't fall or anything, but still, should be more considerate. uh, it's just so adorable stuff. Ray's there too. uh, so precious. Yeah, but I mean, she still needs to hear him too. uh, I don't want Norman to get eaten. That was a nice flashback. I like that a lot. Just she got in the room again, kept popping up with her Hoge. It's just that was some good stuff. Come on, Norman. Don't just walk into the lion's den. Really don't want Norman to die. I was a little bit bothered by Sister Krona dying. Like, tiny bit, but Norman getting eaten, that's really gonna bother me. Yeah, I think he's got this. Is he up to something? Yeah, he's probably crying in a corner or something. Yeah, Emma's the big thing here. Uh, he's not gonna be... Oh. Really should hold on to the crutches. Just gotta tackle him. Boom. There we go. Well, that's a hug right there. Oh, she's really making a play here. Uh, Come on. This really should have thought this through a bit better. Uh, well, they're gonna be confused about what just happened there. Uh, yeah, that was very reckless. It's a good word for it. Uh, so confused, children. Well, that's a lot easier said than done. She really is. Uh, 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 Isabella. You shut up. Yeah. Why do things have to be this way? Uh, 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 that's not gonna happen. Uh, uh, there's Ray. Uh, Emma. I mean, there's nothing that he needs to bring. Yeah. Oh, that was a reaction. That was a strong reaction. I'm not sure I believe you after that. Well, that was interesting. This on the other hand, this is not. Part of me is still kind of hoping Norman makes some kind of play here, but there's not anything he can really do. Yeah, wait for your death. You look cool in the hat, Norman, for whatever that's worth. What? What'd you see? Yeah. So how's Emma doing? That's what I'm really most worried about. Uh, uh, wow. It's just it's such a tragic situation. There's even a dark filter over the screen now. Not positive on that, but yeah, it's I don't like to see her like this. Well, he just had to watch as her best friend marched out to get himself killed. Not a thing you'd take very well as a child, for sure. That's not a good attitude, man. Norman wouldn't want you to do that. Yeah, Emma's not gonna. And I thought this show had hit low points before as far as morale went, but nothing quite like this. Uh, I really don't want to see Emma cry like that. Uh, so, why do you need to be here? I ignored you. Just go away, Mom. Uh, I really don't want you to be the one comforting Emma here. No. Uh, I think she would. I mean, I don't. Mom, the mind reader, can murder you right now. Run away. Don't listen to her, Emma. I mean, I think you should have probably waited a bit longer to bring this stuff up. You know, right after Norman was taken is not a good time for it. I mean, children aren't the most rational beings at the best of times, but this would be especially bad. That little stand because she's so short. I guess time has passed now, definitely. If they're bothering to show a calendar being changed. Wow, she looks bad. Yeah, I really don't want to see Emma like this. Nothing to say. More time has passed. Oh, we're getting closer Ray's day. Come on, you're not gonna make me lose two of these characters in one episode, are you? I mean, I always kind of thought that the whole Emma being very stubborn about taking everyone with her, I kind of thought that maybe foreshadowing her having to leave by herself completely. But I didn't want that to be the case. I mean... Any day now, Emma will make it over there. I don't think Emma would ever truly give up. She is a very determined child. Oh. Oh, that's a look. That's a look, alright. I just feel so incredibly sad right now. Uh, if that wasn't obvious. I don't know. I would say this is probably the most depressing episode of the show so far. I think that's safe to say. But if Emma has been thinking of a plan this whole time, that's definitely good. A very promising look on her face at the end. Okay, that was the 10th episode of Yakusoku no Neverland, and I mean, what's there to really say about this episode? We went into that snag with the cliff being around the wall, and we didn't really have a way to deal with that really in the short term. Something like that really requires a lot of thinking to get a good plan, and we didn't have that. Norman's time was coming, and there was really no avoiding that. Our initial plan was to have him just kind of hide somewhere. I don't remember exactly where they were thinking there. I think it was just like the forest or something, but we were gonna have him hide, until it was time for everyone to escape. You know, making it just look like he already escaped. But when you have that cliff, I mean, there's really very few ways to get past something like that. In this episode, they actually talked about the bridge and stuff that they could cross, but that's a lot easier said than done for sure. But yeah, Norman pretty much accepted his fate for the most part here, which nobody was really happy about, Emma especially, you know. But yeah, once Norman went in for that double hug, it just really clicked with me that yeah, there's no getting around this. Norman is gonna be done for probably this episode, and I wasn't wrong about that. I definitely wasn't. We had a very nice flashback bit showing Emma and Norman interacting, And then they say Norman got sick from playing out in the snow, which, happens sometimes. And I really enjoyed this scene a lot. Emma was just maximum cute level there. Mostly because of the Ahoge thing she kept doing, where she popped up just enough to see that Ahoge and then popped up more. That was just so wonderful. I don't know why. I just liked it a lot. That like doubled the enjoyment of the scene for me at least. And yeah, she just kept wanting to spend time with Norman because he'd be lonely by himself, but Mom kept saying, no, he's sick, you'll get sick too, shoo shoo. And all that, and I don't know how she kept getting in the room. It'd be funny if that was like some kind of foreshadowing to a method of them escaping, like there's some hidden trap door that she used for that she'll use to escape. I know it's a bit of a stretch there, but it's kind of funny to think about. It's something that crossed my mind as I was watching the scene. But yeah, she made this cool phone system for Norman so she could talk to him outside the door. Of course, she doesn't need that for him to hear her, but for her to hear him, yeah, she needs that phone. But yeah, that was pretty funny. It's just like a mom just picks up Emma and walks away. Just, yeah. I have such mixed feelings on Mom. I mean, I know she doesn't really want these children to get eaten by monsters, and it's just doing a job, and she does care about them. But just, it's hard for, I want to hate her, but it's hard to fully hate her because it's not really her fault. If she wasn't the mom, she would just be replaced with somebody else and stuff would still happen, so I find it difficulty to completely commit to hating her, especially when you see those scenes of her trying to comfort Emma and stuff. Those scenes do rub me the wrong way a little bit because, I can't help but think, this is your fault, how dare you act like you're trying to help here. But, like I said, just very mixed feelings on that sort of thing. But, I do get mad at her sometimes, definitely. But, yeah, eventually it came time for Norman to say his goodbye, and this is like, what, at least the third time we've seen a scene like this? We had the first one with Connie way back before we knew exactly what was happening, so there wasn't really much sadness to be had there. I mean, maybe a little bit, but not much. But after that, all the scenes like this after that, we knew the truth and knew how it would end. And when they say things like, yeah, I'll write you and stuff like that, you're like, no, they're not going to write you. That's a lie. They're going to die. There's nothing in that suitcase because there's no point in having things in the suitcase, at least in Norman's case. Most people that get shipped out to the monsters, they don't know what's happening, so they probably do bring stuff, but Norman knows there's no point in that, so... Although she did say it was almost empty, right? Which would imply he did have some stuff, so... I don't know, do we know what was in it? I don't know, because it'd be funny if he had something that actually had a real use for, like a, smoke grenade to escape, but, probably not. But yeah, that scene really was hard to watch, mostly because of Emma, And one thing I kind of forgot to mention, the flashback, one nice thing about that was it did kind of showcase a little bit of why Norman did fall in love with Emma, because he did that one blushing bit there. So, yeah, just Norman, just this whole thing between Norma and Emma is just really hard to watch because she doesn't want him to leave, he doesn't want to leave her, but he accepts it and he needs to help her accept it, and she tries to use the device right then and there and he has to stop her. And it's just all really upsetting stuff, but in the end, Norman did leave without incidents, and the worst that really happened was a bit of an awkward tussle there and Mom threatening to kill Emma, but aside from that, it went smoothly, Then Norman just went on his way. Then we just had to see a lot of Emma looking very sad and even crying. It's just very hard to watch stuff. Emma is my favorite character in the show, really, that's still alive. And, yeah, I don't like seeing her like that. She's a Genki girl, she's not supposed to be, looking dead inside, leaning on trees and stuff. That's not her. So I don't like seeing that sort of thing, but it's to be expected, of course. I mean, we got Ray, being Ray. We got Mom talking to Emma about potentially being a mom herself. I didn't really have much of a reaction to her saying that just because I was just, still upset about everything. But yeah, that definitely was an interesting thing for her to bring up. That's another direction for the show to go. Maybe Emma doesn't die and she doesn't escape. She just goes to the proper channels and becomes a mom of a plantation, similar to what Isabel is, and then she has her own kids to watch over and they discover the truth about what's happening. They have to fight against Emma and the cycle repeats itself. That is certainly a possibility. For sure, and that thought did cross my mind during that scene. But yeah, Emma wasn't a big fan of it, and going by that ending, she definitely has not given up. She has a plan, probably, and hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it works. I don't know what she plans to do. We're probably not gonna glide over the cliff like I guessed the previous episode. It probably will be somehow getting past that bridge. I just don't know how she'll pull it off. Will she stack on top of Ray and maybe another kid and put on a trench coat and a mask and act like a monster, or just like a human under their employment, like a mom or a sister or something? Possibility. I don't really see what they could do. But yeah, that's about all I really have to say. A very sad, upsetting episode for sure. But hopefully nobody else dies. Hopefully Ray and Emma can at least escape. Or at the very least Emma escapes. Which is what I feel like it's higher chance of at this point. So yeah, hopefully everything goes fine. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.